各位观众，晚上好。我们今天要玩尸体派对 or as we know it in English, Corpse Party. Hello, everyone. This wasn't the ideal time I wanted to stream, but I may have overslept a little bit. But we're gonna have a short stream of Corpse Party. Welcome, Illusion Queen. Welcome, welcome. I know I would have. I'll do a full one, hopefully on Wednesday. But I also felt it, but I didn't want to miss out on the debut, so why not? Well, I guess it's not really a debut. This is a continuation of a playthrough of months ago, but we do have some business I need to take care of before I begin. Now, you might remember that I had mentioned the game poll for the Pokemon game, so I have officially ended the poll because we are starting the stream. And it turns out there's a tie between Pokemon Black and White and Pokemon XY. So that is why in the issue of true randomness, I guess, we're going to go ahead and flip a coin, essentially, and see if we could play Black and White or X and Y. So that's why I've set up this little random.org. One means that Black and White will win, and two means that, yeah. And also, I need to change the. I actually forgot. I was like, why? I don't know why I put Book of Shadows. That's actually the second game. So thank you. Sorry about that. I have to. I should have changed that. It should not be Book of Shadows. I forgot that that's the sequel's name. So thank you for. Yeah, sorry for the confusion. I'll edit that just to make sure, but so no one gets confused. Because if we play Book of Shadow, we'll be like playing game number 2, and that will be very confusing because that is not the game you were promised, nor is it the correct game. So yeah, that is not the game we played back in October or November. It was November 1 technically, but yes. But anyway, yeah, I was like, oh wait, I forgot. Yeah, I get confused. There are 4 major Corpse Party games, I think. But like Book of Shadows is the one that is after Corpse Party 1. I forgot what the third game is name. But anyway, let's go ahead and see which game will win. They both need voice acting. That's the nice thing, is that all Pokemon games, even now, even if I picked up any of the Arceus or Legends or like remakes, they all require voice acting. There's no voice acting in any Pokemon mainline game. Yeah, not even in some spin-offs too, or Copia or some. Anyway, let's go ahead and see which game we'll play. Boom. Oh, we're going to France. Lumiose. It will be Pokemon X and Y, the game after this one, so that will be quite interesting. Like, some people prefer. I know that some people prefer Unova or Black and White, but so it is going. We're not going to get. Those people might be a little disappointed, but we're going to be playing Pokemon X and Y, and we'll see how it goes. It'll be an interesting one to do, and I'll have to figure out what voices I will have to do too. No, I'm just kidding. I'll figure. I will do it as we go. But anyway, that ends our business. So we'll be playing Pokemon XY after Corpse Party is done. It's the one you voted for. Nice. I'm glad your vote won. So sorry to. I think like Sun and Moon was so lonely. Poor nobody wanted to go to Alola. It was a little sad. And Galar was the other one, but it was defeated. So we're going to Lumiose. Oh right, business. That's the end of our business with this. I will go ahead and shut that off now. Or no, not this one. Yeah, I forgot. I just realized I'm like, this is the one we want to shut off. There you go. Yeah, Pete asked me to vote for him since that's the one he wanted. Oh, okay. Very interesting choice too. It's a fun one. Like that's actually one I have played, but a bit of. I never beat it though, so I'm not technically I don't know. I would be not spoiled. It will be semi-blind. It will be blind, semi. It will be not blind until a certain point, and then blind for most of the rest of the game. Actually, frankly, it should be blind almost the rest of the game, almost the whole game, because I played it long time ago. But anyway, let's go ahead and come back to Corpse Party. Ooh, that's a little. There's some delay. Oh yeah, that's delay's really bad. Hold on, guys. We have a little bit of technical difficulties. I will do this way. Hopefully, this will fix it. You'll see me. I have. Oh yeah, you get to see me like look like that. Okay, let's see. I really don't know why that's happening. Maybe I'll try this. There you go. Yeah, I don't know why it caused it to desync earlier. Okay, let's resume then. So, to summarize, last time we played, and if you want to actually catch up with last time, it's now on YouTube. So that is the other announcement I made. So from this point on, all Corpse Party streams and Pragmata, which is the other game we're playing, will be on YouTube pretty much the same day and date with, or very quickly after it is broadcast. So I figured that the YouTube channel is really far behind in terms of past streams, and even though I'm uploading in the background, it was not a good way to keep up with what's going on in Streamland. Hey, Romeolo. So, and I'll also put in the Twitch chat so that people know that what happened about earlier with the Pokemon. Excuse me. So yes, what was I saying? So, yeah, so Corpse Party and Pragmata will be pretty much day and date after this point in terms of streams uploaded to the YouTube channel, so you can keep up a lot easier, and you don't have to like look it through the live streams uploaded to YouTube or look on Twitch broadcasts, which are pretty much, yeah, Twitch highlights are pretty much useless only because I have to clear the space for it, but there's kind of no need. Twitch highlights are pretty much useless now because they don't keep a lot. So yes, but anyway, to summarize what happened, basically you and your friends gathered around. We had a really fun cultural festival. We're saying goodbye to Mayu. I think Mayu is the one leaving. There's a lot of names, so if I mixed it up, it's because there's so many. They introduced so many characters right in the beginning. But Satoshi and his sister are missing, and we've woken up, and our school is not the modern school, Japanese school we have told to wake up in. So that's why we are here with Naomi. There's a timer on the left, so yeah, so this is our yeah, something about the audio still desyncing a little bit too. Not sure what's going on with that. One sec. Trying to figure out. Yeah, I would really like not to have these things. So we've waken up as Naomi. And this is not the school we are. Something, a chasm opened under us, and we've ended up here in a bigger school than an older school than we anticipated. Seiko is here. And also, we'll play. Remember, this is a blind playthrough. We're gonna play through it naturally. We'll try to get all the endings eventually, since the game's not that long. But we're gonna try to do everything naturally the first time. Like, I'm not. Yeah, can we get to Seiko? Yeah, we have a big chasm to cross. Yeah, this is where it's the worst is when you feel like. Yeah, can she not hear you? I can keep trying, but I was just wondering. I'm wondering if it was one of those things where you have to do it a certain amount of times and then she'll finally wake up, but doesn't seem to be happening. Yeah. I was gonna joke that it's one of those things, obtuse things, where you do have to do it 10 times and then she'll finally wake up. No, I don't think it's one of those things. Let's try stepping on here. There's a loose board lying on the ground. Though scratched and banged up, it still seems to be fully intact and not much worse for the wearer. Shoot. We have to go around and get her. That really hurt. And do let me know if the game's loud enough. Heavenly Post. Third student reported missing. One by one, the young students of Heavenly Host school seem to be disappearing, as now the third student has joined the ranks of the missing. Yeah, this was apparently the school that was rumored to be built, that had been built before their school. Classmates testified that 5th grader was on her way home from school, but got separated from her friends in the hall and hasn't been seen since. Police are investigating the possibility of a serial kidnapping and have assigned countless investigators to the case in hopes of a speedy resolution. However, 10 days have already passed since the first disappearance, giving parents and classmates ample cause for concern. Let's go wake up Seiko.
Seiko! Seiko!
Okay, Seiko is alive. Yeah. She didn't say doshitano, which is how you would normally. Dotano is like kind of like a silly way to say it. Oh. Right, Seiko hasn't realized the predicament we're in.
どこ？何これ？
Yeah.
私だって知りたいわよ。
Huh?
ダメだ。
Oh, she can't open the window.
びくともしないよ窓。
Yep.
外も真っ暗でよく見えないし。
Right.
どうなってるのよ。ここやっぱり学校なのかな。
Right.
それにしてはなんか妙に机が小さい気がするんだよね。
Chisai, so that means if it's small, then it probably would be for a younger student and not a high school, likely.
小学校みたい。
Yeah, right. See, as I said, it's like more like an elementary school than if for smaller students.
小学校って？まさか。
Remember they were talking about to help you out in the beginning of the game back, since this was months ago, they were reading about a elementary school where disappearances happened, or they were telling the story of it, but it was just like a kind of an urban legend. But was it though? That's why they're realizing, wait, isn't this the one they were talking about?
どうしたの？
Yeah. And yeah, here's "doshitano" is what you would normally hear if for a person to say. So, which Naomi says here.
壁にプリントが。
Printo.
変人症連絡通信って。
Yeah. I think it's Tenjin. I have to double check the name, which is Heavenly Host. They use the translation of the name itself. They just opted not to keep it. For you in English, you don't hear its original name. Its original the Japanese pronunciation, because they wanted to invoke what the name actually means.
変人小学校。
Yeah, so this place is called Tenjin. Shogako means elementary school. Tenjin is like heavenly person. Heavenly host is a good translation, honestly. Heavenly person's elementary school sounds really weird or unnatural. So little localization here. A host is a body after all.
私たちの学校。
Right. I forgot. It's not a rumor. I think they know it's the school that their school was built upon, was replacing their high school, of course, because they are not elementary school students.
如月学園が建つ前に取り壊された廃校じゃない。
Yep, it is. Kisana, because the school that doesn't exist anymore, but it was replaced by Kisanagi Academy.
何なの？
Oh crap! They definitely know this is very bad, because this is a school that is not supposed to exist anymore in reality, and yet they're here.
私たちどこにいるの？
Oh god, she's freaking out because she knows what this implies.
みんなは先生はどこに行ったの？
Yes, they do have Sensei was with them earlier.
落ち着いて、聖子。
Yep. And also notice, I do find it interesting. I probably noted it in the first. I think I noted it in the first stream too. There's no honor. They don't show you the honorific, so I'll tell you which one it is. But you can hear it from the audio too. Yep, she's hyperventilating. Oh crap.
ごめん。
Yeah, this is a bad situation though.
聖子も私も手を握り合ったまま声も出せなかった。歯がカチカチと音を立てるほど全身が震える経験なんて生まれて初めてだったから。
Yep. It would be pretty freaky too. You know, especially if you know what this place is.
頭の中がふわふわして、今自分たちの置かれている状況を整理して考えることができない。
Yeah, she would say Jibun Tachi, so she say both of them were not just that she herself was lightheaded, but that she couldn't think straight. But she both of them couldn't feel they couldn't think straight. Jibun, well, actually, no, wait, no. She's Jibun Tachi. She's referring to the us part. Sorry. No, she is referring to her just herself. Sorry about that.
悪い夢かと期待しても、ちっとも目の前の景色は消えてくれない。
Yeah, no, I don't think it's just a nightmare.
ただ静寂が苦しい。ダメだわ。ダメ。黙ってると。
No, this won't do. I can't stay silent. But actually, the translation is correct. I don't know why I'm saying that.
何が何だかわからないけど、とにかく学校の外に出てみない？外に？このままずっと震えていても何も解決しないと思うの。
Right. You know, like, we need to do some. Like, I think. Like, she's like, nothing's going to get resolved, you know. But we need to do something that's actually pretty good. It's fine. Oh, yeah. Besides, I don't want to be in this creepy place any longer than I have to.
でも窓も開かないんだよ。硬いとかじゃなくて、ガチって空間に固定されてる感じ。
Right, that's really strange.
外になんて出られるのかな。
Well, Seiko, if you don't do anything, you're not gonna get, nothing will happen. Naomi's right, unfortunately. Oops. Sorry about that. That was not the game itself. That was my desktop. Okay, so let me turn the audio back on. Sorry about the jump scare. Oops. I think we lost audio because of my light falling down. Let me go undo that. Shoot. Sorry for that. There you go. Okay, hold on. Okay, sync is still there. Sorry about the jump scare. That was my fault. I just wanted to make sure you guys were still alive.
ええ、だけど玄関とか非常口とかあれば。
Right.
そこから外に出られるかもしれないじゃない。
I agree.
そうだね。じっとしてたら おかしくなっちゃいそうだし。
Yeah, this kind of place would make you go nuts.
よし、とにかくこの部屋を出ましょう。私たちだけじゃなく、ひょっとしたら。
Yeah, maybe. She just says maybe, dot dot dot, but that's implied. That's maybe it's not just us two.
みんなもいるかもしれないし。
And she continues statement.
みんなと一緒ならなんとかなるかもしんないね。
I think so. Is it hopeless optimism?
しょうも何もない話。私もパニクってただけかもしれない。でもじっとしてると私も悲鳴を上げそうで。必死に強がってみせた。
Right. And sometimes in stressful situations, sometimes people you have a more tendency to do that. It's kind of a natural thing in crises. Character introductions. Oh, okay, good. It's a good thing they do this too, because there's a lot of characters. Hold on. I'm gonna swap controllers actually. Yeah, 1 sec. I'm actually gonna. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it's desyncing constantly. This is really strange. Yeah, it's really desynced now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up why that is. Yeah, it's constantly desyncing. That's very annoying. Okay. Oh, that's a little strange. I bugged the game out because I forgot Yeah, I just realized I wanted to switch controllers, so. Character introductions. Oh, there you go. I hit the window by mistake. Sorry. Use the eye to interact with any character and learn more about them. When you're done, exit through the door on the southeast side of the room to resume play. They give you a chance to get acquainted, because... Miss Yui Shishido, a 23-year-old 11th grade English teacher at Kisaragi High, just started this semester after passing her teaching exam and is eager to make an impression. 23 years old, wow, she's barely older than the kids she teaches. Well, barely, I mean being 7 years, but yeah, so she's she's a teacher with just a bit of experience, a little low, this is like her first, it's pretty brave too, for her to tackle the older kids, like high schools, so props to her. Teaching high school is hard, yeah, even in Japan, so. But yeah, it's like she's like almost like big sister status, but of course she's not just a big sister, she's still a teacher. Although not a perfect instructor by any means, her unjaded zeal and enthusiasm are infectious, and instead seem generally responsive to her methods. Also serves as a teacher assistant during homeroom for class 2-9. It really seems to have connected with the students there. Yeah, oftentimes like the 20-year-olds